Swing over. And nice. Batman gets the kill cam. Hey guys, it's Remia, and this is going to be a bit of a different video. We are mashing together two completely different archetypes, Kozmos and Heroes. You probably know about Heroes, obviously, because Jaden used them, big protagonist, everyone loves Heroes. Kozmo, you might not have heard before, was originally a TCG exclusive, I believe, and it's based on mixing together Star Wars and The Wizard of Oz, which is a really cool and interesting thing to mix together. Kozmo Farm Girl is Dorothy and Luke Skywalker. You can see her like metal robot dog in the background. And then we have stuff like R2-D2, Kozmo Tin Can, and of course C-3PO, Kozmo Strawman. And then all the Kozmo like starships and spaceships and stuff. Dark Destroyer being the big one. And then we also have like a little X-Wing fighter too. So Kozmo's really cool archetype. I might make like a actual Kozmo video at some point. But anyway, I wanted to build this deck because sci-fi superheroes. I'll go into the actual reason at the end of the video if you care. But if you don't have to watch it. Anyway, let's just jump into the games. Sci-fi superheroes on the play. So we have E-Emergency Call, trying to figure out if they have Ash Blossom. Hero Lives, of course, Stratos, and they have Imperm for the Stratos. Interesting, but we have Stratos Part 2! Basically the original not a hard once per turn card that probably should have been a hard once per turn. And then we have Vision Heroes. I guess Stratos is like, what, Red Tornado? Or Blue Tornado? But, you know. I'm a DC guy, so all of the superheroes I'm instantly gonna think of like DC. You can write F in the chat for chat F in the comments for being a DC fan. So of course Mirror Confusion. I guess Absolute Zero could be Iceman, right? All right, Dark Calling. Go for Evil Hero Malicious Bane, which I just think of as a Batman in like his fancy Iron Man suit, right? And we're up against Labyrinth, of course, with the Labyrinth card sleeves. Card of Demise. Draw a ton of cards and set pass turn. Okay, so we draw a Poly. Malicious Bane, activate. They go Compulse and Labyrinth Barrage, which is pretty cool. So they copy their compulsory evacuation device and bounce both our Evil Hero Malicious Bane and our Sunrise. So that's pretty cool. And they also get the Labyrinth ability. Feels pretty bad. All right, and they have Barrier Statue for Dark, which is kind of funny. You don't usually see this one because so many people play Dark cards, right? Dark attribute is like the most common type. Dark is the most supported type, followed by Light. So anyway, they destroy some stuff. They go Mirror Force. All right, but they can't activate it this turn, of note. So we actually bring out our Kozmo Dark Destroyer, which I like to think of as the javelins from Justice League Unlimited. He comes down and destroys Labyrinth Archfiend. All right, we're gonna swing in and try to deal some damage. We can't swing in with Dark Destroyer because Malicious Bane, when you activate his effect, restricts you from swinging with anything that isn't a hero monster. So, Compulse, Part 3, technically. Get rid of Iceman. Alright. And he can swing over Dark Destroyer. We took damage, so we can set our increase, and then Dark Destroyer is going to float up to Slip Rider, which is really good. He's our X-Wing fighter. He can get rid of the field spell, which is really strong for them because it basically lets them just recycle everything and keep coming back, which we're not going to be able to last in a grind game. Like, we're not even a full hero deck. We're some ridiculous jank combination. So they go Trap Trick and set Archfiend's Ghastly Glitch. Activate it right in response. And they actually should have waited, because during the end phase, we can summon out our R2-D2 and pull a second Dark Destroyer. So that was pretty lucky. If you don't know, Tin Can, basically during your end phase, you pay 500 life points, you pick 3 different Kozmo cards, and 1 is added to your hand at random. So that was a 1/3 chance to get Dark Destroyer, which we really, really needed. So that's good. And we top deck a Super Poly, which is also very good. So Dark Destroyer, gonna destroy the Archfiend. We can go for Vision Hero Increase, Vion, and they scoop it up. We definitely had enough to win there, because we also had Super Poly during the battle phase that we could have gone into. So, GG's. Sci-fi superheroes on the draw. Up against Deadpool. So I guess DC versus Marvel. And we are playing against Dinosaurs, which I have played quite a bit on the channel, actually. Most of my tutorial videos are actually Dinosaurs. So if I had interaction, I like to think I would use it at the right time. Which, if you don't know, would be like negating the Babycerosaurus or the Miscellaneousaurus banished to summon Animadorn, is generally the best place to use it, because if you ash something that's on their board, they can just discard their Miscellaneousaurus, and then their dinosaurs are immune. Scrap Wyvern is also a good choice because it's not a dinosaur. So they have a lot going on. Okay, end turn. Let's break down what they have here. Draw a card. Okay, so they have Abyss Dweller, meaning they can detach it, and we can't activate effects in the graveyard for the entire turn, regardless of if Abyss Dweller's on the board or not. As long as they do it, it's called a lingering effect, so we wouldn't be able to do anything in our graveyard. If we send a card to the graveyard to activate it, we could still activate the ability. That's an important nuance that you can use to get around Abyss Dweller. Like an Ash Blossom would still work, even though it resolves in the graveyard. It did not activate from the graveyard, it activated from your hand. Yes, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is silly, and we kind of have to be, you know, amateur lawyers in order to play this game. Dulka is not a hard once per turn, so it is 2 monster negates and destructions, which is really strong. And of course, UCT is a Book of Eclipse, meaning it flips all of our cards face down. If they could be flipped face down, meaning anything other than Link monsters, basically. So let's see what we do. We go Emergency Teleport, and we have Called by the Grave for their Ash Blossom, and they go ahead and fire off their Abyss Dweller, which is totally fair. That's a pretty safe time to use it. So we grab our R2-D2, and we want to activate its ability to try to get one of the negates off of Dulka, because we have to try to play around the Dulka. They have 2 monster negates we need to get rid of, right? So they do use their monster negate there, so we have 1 more to play through. So we normal summon Kozmo Farm Girl, all right? And they activate their UCT, so we got that too, because they're a little trigger happy. We do kind of have to get lucky. We're playing Cosmos and Heroes together anyway. So girl Luke Skywalker banishes herself. We're trying to summon our Dark Destroyer. Now, they go ahead and activate Dulka. They have no more negates left. And in their defense, they probably think we're playing Cosmos, because we're playing Cosmos. But they're not going to expect the Vision Hero Forest to come down. So activate, discard Aquaman, I guess, Liquid Soldier, right? Even though I think Liquid Soldier looks more like Net Navi, the Bubble Man, Aquaman. Oh my goodness, these all have the same names from Mega Man. The spout looking watery dude from Mega Man. I'll put up a picture. Anyway, we're gonna call him Aquaman. So increase does his combo. We do Vision Hero Vion. All right, banish, add a poly, and we go for Wonder Driver, because we are actually restricted into summoning hero monsters. Really, really unfortunate. I would have really liked to use this polymerization to go up to Starving Venom and swing over their UCT, but that is not a thing that we could have done. So we're gonna get rid of the Abyss Dweller, and call it a turn. Not looking great. They synchro summon up to Scrap Twin Dragon, which I respect. And they can't do anything. It's very curious. I feel like they could have at least gone up to Link Karibo, but whatever. So we go increase. Because we took damage, we can set him as a continuous trap from our graveyard. And they go IP Masquerena, but we got lucky. Like, super, super lucky, because they couldn't kill us. I feel like if they tried, they probably could have killed us, but we go Monster Reborn. Vion activates, and they go Imperm. And, oh, get outplayed! Get outplayed, opponent! So, Imperm is trying to negate Vion on board. We can tribute it in response with the increase, even though they put Imperm in the same column as our increase is. It's going to activate and resolve before the infinite impermanence resolves. So we still get all of the abilities, and we get to dodge the Imperm. There we go. Shadow Mist. We're going to summon Vion and search a Stratos, and that gets the the UCT. Honestly, opponent just needs to be less trigger happy, but we will take anything we can get. Anything we can get with this deck, you know? So Stratos, gonna search a Dust and Gold, and we are gonna try to set up... Oh, I haven't named him yet, have I? I mean, we're gonna call him Booster Gold, obviously. I love Booster Gold. Let's go. So we grab Dark Calling, because the hero has to turn into a bad guy at some point. Dark Calling, Malicious Bane. This will be the Dark Knight Returns Batman in his fancy robot outfit. And they scoop it up. All right. It's undeserving win, but we take those. We absolutely take those. GG's. Sci-fi superhero. Oh, this deck is so silly. All right, we're up against Charmers. Don't see them very often. Don't remember what rank I was playing for these decks. Probably like low gold, honestly. So Kozmo Town. They don't read Kozmo Town. So in their defense, like most of the time when you see a unique archetype's field spell, you want to destroy it. But Kozmo Town searches a Cosmo card, and it can literally search itself. So they destroyed it, we just searched another Kozmo Town, played it, and then just kept going. And they wasted their interaction. So they're trying to do some kind of interruption for our Vion, but in response we can go Mass Change, and then they won't be able to get rid of Vion because it's not on board anymore, because they targeted it. So we go Dark Law, our Batman. Shadow Mist, I guess we'll call Batgirl. And we're doing some Vision Hero stuff. This is Hawk and Dove, I guess. I don't know. Who's Vion? Cyclops? It's gotta be Cyclops, right? Trinity, Superman. Superman comes out. Batman, Superman, team up. Let's go. Swing over. And nice. Batman gets the kill cam. Sci-fi superheroes on the draw this game. And they go Chaos Space. All right. Black Dragon, Collapse Serpent. Strike Dragon, of course. So we're probably up against Dragon Link or some kind of variation of it. There's a lot of freedom with Dragon Link just because they just crap out monsters like crazy. I don't know a better way to put that. I probably should know a better way to put that. Man, Romulus searches Dragon Ravine, which is cool. I just wish like all these monsters were less generic. Like, I don't know what you guys feel about this topic, but if Dragoonity Knight Romulus could just be like Dragoonity monsters, right? I feel like it would be a lot more fair. I don't know. Like in general, when we talk about like generic monsters, I think they should have a significant drawback for being so generic, or they should be archetype locked, right? Like Striker Dragon, I actually don't think should be any level 4 or lower dragon monster, even though I've used it plenty, right? I like to use it with red eyes, but I think it should be a rocket monster. I don't know. There's a lot of examples. I think access code should only be Cybers monsters. Warlord Savage should be a rocket tuner. Stuff like that. Anyway, they get rid of a card in their hand. Cool. So, draw C-3PO. We go Super Poly and just ignore their Boral End Dragon completely. They go Max C, but whatever. I don't care. C-3PO gets in for some damage. There you go. Die, Jedi Dots!
What did I say?
What do you got? You got a face down and nothing. Okay. GG's. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I am going to talk about why I ended up mixing these two archetypes together. So it's a downer. So if you want to just go and don't want any of that, I don't blame you at all. Feel free. Have a great day. I hope you do great. Okay. I believe in you. You're gonna kill it. Anyway, so this video I wanted to make a long time ago. So my dad last year, well, a couple years ago, I guess at this point, a year and a half ago or so, was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and he did not make it. He passed away last summer, and was actually the main reason that I started doing YouTube at all, because I was managing grad school, still in grad school, obviously right now, but I had grad school. I had my wife just got pregnant, and I was also trying to help my mom and my dad and taking care of him while he was declining. So doing YouTube was actually a way for me to just do something for myself. And my dad also did a lot of video editing when he was around. He did a lot of graphic design. That was his main background. So this was kind of my way to help cope, I guess. And I'm extremely grateful for all of you. I didn't expect anyone to actually watch my videos. I know it's not like we have a ton of subscribers, but I'm extraordinarily grateful for each and every one of you. Even if you're not subscribed and you're just a viewer, I'm grateful for you. You don't have to subscribe. You can do whatever you want. So growing up, my dad and I mainly bonded over stuff like superheroes. We watched Justice League. We watched Batman the Animated Series when I was a kid all the time. And of course, we watched sci-fi stuff like Star Wars. Star Trek was really big in our family. My dad was a Trekkie. My parents took me like in a stroller to Comic-Con one year. Like he was such a dork, and I totally take after him a lot. So this was what I was wanting to do for a long time, and life kind of just got in the way, and I didn't have time to really make this video. I ended up making a lot of other videos, which I'm really proud of. At least most of them I'm really proud of. Some of them weren't super great, but that's fine. So that's why I wanted to make this deck. All of the cards, I tried to have some kind of link to at least some kind of theme, right? Obviously the Cosmos are super easy. You can just call them Star Wars. But all the heroes, I feel like I'm pretty sure all the heroes have a pretty good link. I think I used Red Tornado twice because of Stratos and Great Tornado. But altogether, I think it's pretty good. I don't know what Acid is, actually. What is Acid? Acid looks more like a Power Ranger, which I guess when I was a kid, my dad was so happy when I stopped watching Barney and I started watching Power Rangers, because he was like down for Power Rangers, man. He took me to that stupid like purple slime villain movie. If you know what I'm talking about, like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie where they fight this big purple slime monster. He took me to that movie like twice.
Now I'm beginning to get really angry.
Yeah, so they all should have like some kind of theme, but it's not like they have to. I don't know what Unicorn is. Like Unicorn is Jonah Hex. It could be Jonah Hex's horse, I guess. We're kind of reaching, I know, but whatever. Star Girl, I guess. I don't know. Zataro. Oh goodness, whose access codes? Anyway, so that's why I made the deck. I know I'm kind of rambling at this point, but something I wanted to do is I'm gonna donate all of the money that this video makes to St. Jude Children's Foundation. It's something that my wife and I have given a lot to in the past. Obviously, we don't have a lot of money right now because we had a kid and we're in grad school. And I'm not really asking you to join me in giving. If you want to, that's great. If you are not in a place to, I do not want you to give. I legitimately do not want you to, because I would rather someone give out of the joy of their heart than feel kind of awkwardly forced to and then feel bad about it. I had originally considered not monetizing this video, but then I thought if I were to ask my dad, he would probably say, totally monetize it. I totally want you to make money off of me dying. He was such a dork. Anyway, so I am kind of monetizing it, but I'm telling you right now, this video is not going to make that much money. So don't feel obligated in any way to give. If you have $5 or something and you think, you know, that'd be a pretty neat thing to do, feel free, but don't feel forced to at all. That's enough of me rambling. All right, I'm going to call it there. God bless, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time.